Hey everybody, thanks for checking in. So today what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start preparing to go on a kayak adventure. If you see my last video, I went to Bay Farm Island to kind of explore, get a feel for the area, try and look for a spot where I can break out my inflatable kayak. And I found a good spot, if you've seen. Thing is I've only broken this thing out twice. This will be my second time. I guess you could consider it technically not an unboxing, but it's an unpacking. I did open it and made sure everything was in the package at first, and did inflate it. And that was last year, but unfortunately weather had dictated it wasn't the right time to actually put it in the water. That's why I went and looked for a spot I can actually, a calmer spot. I'm not a professional kayaker by any means, but I wanted to get this thing out, and I was looking for a nice, quiet, calm area I could try it out in before I go further in other places. They're a little bit more advanced. But right now, what I'm going to show you is the unpacking, and here it is. This is it. It comes in a duffel bag. There you go. It's about this big. Weighs about, with equipment and paddles and the pump that it comes with. And I do got some other accessories in there, like a lanyard, waterproof lanyard to carry keys and cell phones and stuff like that. It weighs about, maybe about 20 pounds. So I'm going to show you in time lapse exactly the unpacking of it from this. And then I'm not going to show you the packing it back together because honestly that would be just a waste of my memory on my phone. But take a look at this, and I'm going to show you how simple it is. And what I did is afterwards I kind of let it sit there for about an hour. That way I can make sure there's no leaks or anything like that. So here it is. Take a look, and this is the unpacking of my inflatable kayak. Okay, so let me just kind of quickly just show you the two main valves to inflate the kayak and deflate the kayak. It's a kind of a two-part type of deal. The top part right here, just unscrew. This is when you inflate. As you can see, it's a little narrow hole. That's pretty much what you use this piece for. And you can switch up, this is for the seats and for the footrest. So there's two of those, two different sizes of those. But this is for when you inflate, okay? And then when you're all done, you just go a little bit lower and you just remove the whole thing. And as you can see, like that. And then you push all the air out of it. You know, out of the top part and of the lower part. And you see there's the valve for the upper part, and right here, I don't know if you can see it because I'm twisting my whole body to get the shot. There it is. There's the other one for the lower part. It takes about, I'll be honest with you, this is my second time around. It took about 10 minutes to inflate and put it all together with the seat rest and the footrest, and putting the paddles together. But it's fairly simple, and it'll take about 15 minutes to pack it all the way. I'm not going to show that because I just don't have the patience for it. I'm just kind of leaving the lower part of the body inflated for about an hour, just to make sure there's no leaks or anything before I throw it in the water. So I just want to let you guys know that. Remarkable. It's a great kayak. There you go. Okay, so now that's all over it. Let me give you kind of just a heads up. I try to give you a little bit of some detail of exactly how to put it together, and a couple of hints with the valves. But just to let you know right off the top, for me personally, being it's my second time, it took me about, honestly, to inflate everything and put it all together, as you've seen, it took about 10 minutes. Now, putting it all back into the duffel bag, that's a whole other story. Like I said, second time, and I forgot how I did. I did it actually faster the first time, but the second time, it took me about 15 minutes. But I think over time, you know, the more I break it out and everything like that, the more I'm going to be quite quick, you know, putting it together and packing it all together. Now, suggestion. If you decide you want to get this, get another duffel bag. Now, this is very thin material. The duffel bag is thin material. I don't trust how these are. I just don't, you know, because it does have, you know, equipment and stuff like that in there. So I recommend getting another duffel bag. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get another duffel bag, a stronger one, durable one that's a little bit longer, makes it much easier to pack more things into it. As far as the kayak itself, it's really thick material. It's really solid material. I did have it out for over an hour, and again, I've had this for about a year now. It's going on a year since last summer, and so, you know, structurally, it's pretty sound. It's really thick material. I highly recommend it. I won't recommend anything until it hits the water, but as far as at this point, putting it together and putting it away, and the equipment it comes with, great purchase. And at the time, last year I got it, I think it was close to $87. That's what tax included, California tax. Now I've looked at some of the pricing on the internet just recently, and in some places you can find it maybe even $10 cheaper. But yeah, what I'll do is I will put a link to the Amazon, you know, through Amazon, how to get this in case you're really curious. But stay tuned because I'm going to definitely put that thing in the water at Bay Farm Island pretty soon, especially when it really does heat up here in the Bay Area. But yeah, I do recommend it. So far, it's a beautiful kayak, you know, as you can see. Came together. I actually sat in it. I didn't film myself doing that. I was kind of hesitant about doing it because I didn't want to bust it. You know, I think it would be better kind of to sit in the thing. You know, if it's in water, if you put it on solid ground, I might have popped it. But it held. It was really strong. I sat in there for a couple minutes, just, you know, kind of got a feel of it, just to make sure, you know, my legs are good because I'm 6 foot, and I wanted to make sure it held me, you know, got plenty of leg room in there, and it was a little tight with that little footrest in there. I guess if you're a much smaller person, that footrest would help you. I took the footrest out. I didn't need it whatsoever. So that's about it. Make sure you have your inflatable vest. I bought one of those. I bought that online for another, through Amazon. Let me just show you real quick. See? There you go. Got one of these, smaller one. I bought it for, oh gosh, I can't even tell you how much. I think it was more than $20. It's really good. Lightweight, small, so it's not going to be bulky. I don't want no bulky, one of those old orange, style ones where you look like that kid on, the Christmas Story, where he's all puffed up and everything. I've seen a lot of those, but no, I got a really small and comfortable one. I've tried it on already, and yeah. So there you go. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comments section below. And like I said, I'll put the links in the description, not only for the inflatable kayak, I'll even put it in there for the safety vest that I got, and also a waterproof lanyard that I also purchased, just in case, for your keys and cell phone and stuff like that. That being said, thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff they say out in YouTube land. And I'll check in with you guys later. Peace.